you guys are all doing good today. So right now we're going to be getting into the air signs. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Hope you guys are excited. We're going to kind of see what you're going to be getting for Christmas time frame, okay? So what's going to be happening the remainder of December? What's going to be happening the remainder of December? I'm going to get kind of just an opening as we start for the entire air sign collective group, and then I'll go into the individual signs, okay? Spirit, please give me an overall energy for the air signs. Show me the overall energy for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Use these cards to give me an accurate reading for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay. Ooh, well, I take that as a sign. Look at one of the first cards that popped up. Look at that, it's divorce. That just flew out upright right there at us. Okay, so divorce could be an overall energy for the air signs, either talk of divorce, thoughts about divorce, or maybe literal divorce, or just literal separation. I feel like a lot of the air signs are separating from people. In business, you're firing people, you're letting go of people in your lives that you've been connected to. You might be disconnecting yourself from a group of people. Truths come out, and that's what leads to relationships going down the toilet, right? Even at work. And in personal relationships, it could be so much stress in the world that you're thinking about just separating from someone, letting them go. The overall energy, though, even if it doesn't include divorce, is a lot of you guys feel in your mind, because that's the air signs, you feel in your mind that this relationship isn't going anywhere. There's some kind of daunting reality check for you guys. And maybe it's disappointment, okay? Maybe it's just the love, the romance has left, but you just feel it. You feel it a lot. You know, certainly there's talk about this. Oh, yeah. Look at the other sign. Look at that. That flew out upright also. Come on, guys. Work with me here. 8 of Cups. Scorpio reading. Right? That's, well, not a Scorpio reading. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. But look at that. 8 of Cups, walking away from someone, the ending of a relationship, which we already have. And this card is, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Walking out on someone. Guys, both of these cards portend to divorce or separation. Emotionally, okay? They both involve water. The toilet is water. Obviously, this relationship is negative. I don't know how you feel about that. I don't know if that's going to be true for everybody. But that's what I'm picking up on as far as the collective group. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You guys are definitely going out for a separation. Let's see the other cards that came out. 2 of Pentacles upright. A balancing act. Cleanse in reverse, by the way, for me, as I'm holding it. Okay. Justice in reverse for me. I'm just showing you the card. But there's an injustice. There's a separation. The Fool in reverse for me, which is a lack of a new beginning. No leap of faith, no risk, no new fresh start. This is old news. We have 10 of Wands. And this is a burden. This is a very difficult, heavy, strenuous period. This is the card literally of the burden. Okay, 10 wands are burning at his feet. And Jesus is holding him, trying to give him comfort. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The first collective message for you guys is separation is happening. Justice in reverse can definitely talk about a divorce legally with the divorce card. There's some energy in the air that hasn't cleared, okay? Whatever it is between you guys, this is old news. It's an old relationship and it's just too toxic. It can't go further. The balancing act is somebody has to stop. It's kind of two-faced. It's pretending to the world everything's fine, but it's really not. It represents someone going through up and down emotions and still maintaining their job, their career, you know, their family life, and everything else is still kind of in line, but it's very hard. Because when you've got two things to deal with, it's hard to find that balance. And in this picture, it's only a matter of time before this elephant has to come down off this rope. He may be performing a trick. He may be able to walk this tightrope right now. But how long is that going to last? Hi there, Teresa. Yeah, so how long is that going to last? Not very long. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. As above, so below. As within, so without. It talks about a new beginning, getting the power to make decisions, the power to pick what you want to do, where you want to go. It's a choice because you have to choose between a cup, a sword, a pentacle, or a wand. So it does have something to do with the choices. The Magician talks about someone skilled. Could be a physician, could be a doctor, could be a very sly salesman, someone good with their words. This is a Gemini Virgo card. Okay? So I think for a lot of you guys, you're a little bit under the weather. You may need to see a doctor. This may be bringing down your immune system. Somebody here may have to rest because you're burned out with the Ten of Wands. This situation took a lot out of you emotionally. When someone goes through a divorce or a separation around the holidays, that's when the worst kind of depression happens. That's when people really get sick, under the weather. They really need to talk to someone. They really need a therapist. Suicidal thoughts, okay, can come through people's minds during that time. Also, thoughts of desperation. It's time to clear the air. Let's get an oracle. You know, for a lot of you guys who are single and you're not involved with anybody, even though this is relationship completely, if you're not involved in a relationship, it could mean that you're walking away from a job. It could be that you're walking away from a friendship, a friend that was very close to you, very dear to you, kind of separating with that friend, okay? You guys just can't get along anymore with the cleanse card in reverse. You guys don't see things the same way. The decision that you're making is a logical decision. And it may not be just a decision someone's making to either walk away from you, air sign, or you walking away from them. It doesn't feel like it's a good, honest answer. So I'm going to tell you, air signs, you know, a lot of you guys are walking away from relationships, but it could also be, air signs, that somebody is walking away from you. Okay, keep in mind that that is always reversible. And if somebody is walking away from you or leaving you behind, you feel very stressed and very burdened and very sad because you were hoping that you could work through your problems, make amends, heal, and make it work. But I feel like there's definitely going to be some singleness coming up in some of your guys' personals here. Well, not personals, but individual sign readings. Let's go ahead and get an oracle for the overall air sign collective group. So we have here, what is this in reverse? The power of words. I don't know if this deck does reversals or not, but the power of words is an air sign thing. We have a witch here. She's being bombarded by spiders. They're attacking her. She's holding one spider that looks to be her friend, but then others are coming for her friend. It's almost like she's hanging on to someone, but other people are, well, other spiders are coming to take this friend away and tell the friend, you don't belong with this girl. You're a spider. You belong in the webs with us. What are you doing in this girl's hands? And it's almost like these two wanted to run away together, this spider and this girl, but the spiders are coming back for their spider friend. It's kind of what I feel. And she's looking at them really weird. Look at how she's looking at them. She's like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? Leave us alone. So other people might be a factor to the reason why you guys are having a separation. Well, they do reversals in this deck. Cool. Okay. So, reversed is Ruby, which is this girl's name, is surrounded by webs, many littered with messages. Too many ideas can obscure her path. All of them might have some merit, but not when they're fighting one another and us. Remember that words have power. When they become overwhelming, just turn that power off and find solace in silence. So clearly, air signs, you have a lot of thoughts that just are coming over your head right now. Like I said, it's not a very logical decision to walk away from this relationship right now. But people might be hearing rumors about their partner. They might be hearing your partner cheated. Your partner was unfaithful. Your partner did something wrong. Your partner, I heard, had another kid somewhere. Your partner is cheating on you with somebody at work. You know, those kinds of things. So there could be some gossip going around, and someone hears it, and without having a conversation with that person, they make a decision. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and end this. There's no use talking about it. I heard what you did. I heard what they said. It's over. I'm walking out on you. You know, there could be something in the air like that. And that may have happened to you. Somebody left you based on bullshit, and you're like, that's not fair. Hear me out. Listen to me, that what you're hearing is not all true. And someone just says, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear shit. You have to say, I've already made my decision. It's done. We're getting a separation. That's it. Go ahead and move on. And you're left picking up the pieces, burdened, just feeling so sad that this situation is ending over bullshit. And with the Magician, there could be trickery, lies, deceit, deception, things like that. But mostly this is an opportunity. And it's funny because I was just listening to Medea from Tyler Perry's show, and she was talking about relationships and how relationships, people are like trees, and she was giving an example that you're a tree and some people are your roots. They'll stay with you forever through thick and thin. You want to hang on to those people that are your roots. They give you what you need, and they're always going to be there. They're always going to have your back. They're never going anywhere. And then she said, most people, most everyone is like leaves. They're there for a time. They'll give you shade now and then for a little while. But when it gets hard, when it gets tough, they blow away. They leave. Leaves fall away. And she's like, you can't get mad at them for falling away. They're just doing what they're meant to do. They're meant to be there for a while and then leave. You need to shake it off. Let those leaves go. Let these people go. They're not meant to be there. And then she said some people are like branches. They're there longer. They have some meaning. But as soon as someone steps on them, if they're not strong, they're going to crack and break away. Those trees are not meant to be there either. Even though it's harder to break them off, they're still not meant to be there. Really what counts is the trunk and the roots. That's what really counts. And, you know, the way I see it, this person is meant to be a leaf. So whatever's going on, air sign, this is a leaf, and you need to shake it off. All right, it's time for a new beginning. There could be a Libra involved in this particular message, but it's for an overall energy for all the collective air signs, you know, just before I get into your individuals. Let's go ahead and get the truth about this situation. Show me the truth. Yeah, it's about shaking off this person. We need to let each other go. These are the hidden truth oracles. Okay? we need to let each other go. Shake it off. I want to tell you how I feel. So maybe go ahead and express your feelings to this person, and then just let them go. Okay, bottom of the deck is you and I were too young. And even if it's not an age thing, it's a young-minded thing. You know, we were too immature, involved in this relationship. Okay? So anyways, that is the collective overall. Bottom of the deck is Winter's Throne, which is kind of Queen of Swords. And it's about seeing the truth, having a reality check, speaking your truth as well. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. All right, so now I'm going to get into the individual signs. I'm going to go ahead and start with Libra. Yes, Libra. All right, Libra. No, did I say Libra? I meant to say Gemini. I try to go around the zodiac in proper energy. Let me start with Gemini. I'm so sorry. Maybe Gemini is messing with a Libra. Is there a Gemini with a Libra? Because I really had Gemini in my head, but what came out of my throat was Libra, which is so weird. Because you're thinking one thing and then you say another. Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Spirit, please connect me to Gemini's energy. Please connect me to Gemini's energy. Please connect me to Gemini. Can you guys see the bottom of this card? Because I don't know, my camera's a little choppy. I want to make sure you get to see the bottom over here. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Sun card in reverse. I'm sorry about that. This is not a happy time for you. This is not a warm, healing, good time for you. This is a difficult time for you, okay? So Gemini is going to be having a hard time. Another card that popped up in your placement is the Karmic card, which is describing you. It's how you feel. Okay, that Karmic card represents how you're feeling about all of this. Okay, we're going to talk more about your reading, but just look at that. And it's in reverse, by the way, which is, it's a good thing. But just the simple card, the fact that this card came out, why are you, Gemini, feeling like you're in a karmic situation? There are some Geminis here that definitely feel like they were fooled, and bought into a karmic relationship, okay? A lot of you guys honestly feel that way, 100%. Show me the heart of the matter. Show me the heart of the matter. For Gemini, show me the heart of the matter. For Gemini, Spirit, please go through these cards. Give me a message of truth and honesty for the sign of Gemini. I want to get a proper reading for the sign of Gemini. Heart of the matter. What is crossing you? What is the situation that you're dealing with? What is the situation? Show me a little bit of the past. Show me some of your present situation. That came up right. Scorpio death. There's an ending. And just like I said in the beginning of our mass collective look, there was an ending to a relationship. And, you know, 8 of Cups, Scorpio, right? Maybe Gemini, you're definitely dealing with the ending of a relationship with a Scorpio. Right under that, I saw the 3 of Swords. I'm putting that out. That's your present. You're brokenhearted. You're going through the death or an ending, okay? This is a very hard time for you. Let's go ahead and see what you hope you get. What is a possible outcome? What's a possible outcome for Gemini? What is coming up in the future? Oops, okay. Hard decisions. We got the King of Swords for a future that came bursting out upright. Have to take it. The person you're dealing with got several cards. Your environment and the person you're dealing with. What are your challenges? What are your challenges? What are your challenges and fears? Okay. Full card. What's a future outcome? What's a future outcome? Wow. 8 of Cups. Gemini, you all saw the collective reading. We got the 8 of Cups, different deck, but we got it. Gemini, you're going through a separation, hun. I don't know how else to tell you. I mean, flat out, you're not happy about this. Your future outcome looks pretty damn bleak as far as it goes with this person. I think you're brokenhearted because of a Scorpio, or the fact that you were deeply, deeply, deeply in love with someone and it was not reciprocated possibly, or they broke your trust and hurt you. Let's go ahead and go into it. You feel like this ending was with a karmic, okay, Gemini? You were having a karmic breakup. I'm a little confused because it's in reverse. The best way I can describe this to you is you think it's a karmic relationship based on the events. Sometimes things fall apart so better things can fall together. Or is the right saying, sometimes things fall apart so better things can come together. That is generally what I'm trying to say. Just because you're going through a breakup at this time does not mean it can never be repaired. It does not mean that it is a karmic relationship. It could, but it doesn't have to mean that. It just means things are falling apart right now, okay? Let's go ahead and see what the heart of the situation is. Woo! Woo! This is a big one. Masculine energy, the Emperor. You could be dealing with an Aries, or you could be a strong Aries. Placement, moon, rising, sun, Gemini. That could be one of your strong traits. Maybe in tropical, maybe in Vedic. I don't know. You'll have to check. But the heart of the situation is there's a masculine in your life that did you wrong, that is not seeing things clearly. The Hanged Man is in reverse. He is not waking up. He could be a she, by the way, just in a masculine energy. For me, this Emperor represents a Leo or an Aries. If it's a Leo, it's a Magha Nakshatra. But this is either a Leo or an Aries. Okay? And with the Pisces energy over here, the Hanged Man, it's Jupiter ruled. It could also be a Sagittarius. But it represents the martyr. It represents sacrifice. It represents a pause, stopping something, trying to wake up and seeing things the right way. This is seeing things through God's eyes. When the person is hung upside down, it represents enlightenment. That's why they have a golden sphere around his head. Holiness, enlightenment, you know, all of that kind of energy. You know, because he's in the shape of what looks like a 4, that is the sign of Jupiter. Jupiter is the guru in the solar system, in the galaxy. He represents the teacher, the Holy One, the Spirit. Jesus, he represents enlightenment, spiritual wisdom. And this represents completely being part of that, waking up and being a part of that. But when it's in reverse, there's a problem. And the problem is your emperor is not being good. They're in a victim mentality. Your partner, the emperor, feels like everything is not his or her fault. Your partner refuses to see the truth. Your partner refuses to wake up. This is someone who's arrogant, egotistical, snotty, bratty, rude, silent even, refusing to see the truth, refusing to move forward. The heart of the situation is your emperor is not moving. Possibly very controlling and dominant. Okay? Your person does not want to move forward at all. And your person refuses to see the truth. That is the heart of the matter. Now, where does that leave you, Gemini? And keep in mind, this is reversible. For those cross watchers, maybe a Gemini is in this energy right here. Okay? That could be for the cross watchers. But, you know, if you're a Gemini watching this, maybe this relates to the person you're dealing with, okay? Anyways, your person is a problem. No wonder you're trying to walk away. 8 of Cups, Death card. What else can you do? When someone doesn't want to wake up and do the right thing, you can't just sit there and bask in their wrongness. You have to walk away. What is crossing you? Yo, don't tell me I don't know how to read tarot cards. Don't even tell me I don't know how to read tarot cards. We got 2 Queen of Cups. I'm sorry, 2 Queen of Pentacles, same card, different decks. Holy crap. I'm going to give some reverence here because this rarely happens. 2 Queen of Pentacles. Holy crap, Gemini. You're definitely dealing with what I feel is a Virgo. I really feel it's a Virgo. A Virgo because the Virgin. The Virgin, Earth sign, I feel like that's her today. The Queen of Pentacles could be any Earth sign, okay? Could be a Taurus, could be a Virgo, could be a Capricorn. But my intuition is waving red flags at me saying this is a Virgin, this is a Virgo. So what's crossing you, Gemini, is a Virgo queen. I do feel it's a feminine. I do feel it's a feminine. Could be a male and a feminine energy, totally. But I feel it's a girl, okay? I feel it's a woman. But it could definitely be a male that is very feminine, okay? But I'm going to tell you this. When the Queen of Pentacles is crossing you, and that is your environment, that's the situation, this is the issue. She represents nurturing, loving, support, care. She represents positivity. She represents balance. She represents harmony. She represents the harvest and peace and fruit. She represents a giving attitude. So what I sense here is I feel this is Gemini, but it doesn't have to be. What I'm just going to talk about the situation. Somebody here has been giving financially, emotionally, mentally, friendship, okay? Kindness, generosity is here. Somebody here in the Gemini energy has been very generous. And I feel this person got played. I feel like there was two feminines. There could be two earth signs. There could be two earth signs that you're having to deal with, Gemini. I feel like we got the Two of Pentacles earlier, which is a balancing act. Is it possible that, Gemini, you or your person is balancing out two people? Maybe both of them are earth signs, or both of them have similar birthdays. Okay, that could definitely be what I'm feeling. You don't know what to do. You have to walk away from someone here. If a Gemini has two choices, there's walking away from one of them. One of these people is younger, more fertile, maybe a little bit more pretty in the face. And the other person is just dark hair, mature, nice body, but maybe just older and kind of boring. Okay? That could be an issue here. I do feel there is a parental situation going on here. It's possible that somebody has children in some sense. What's crossing you, Gemini? You feel, or someone that you're in contact with is very focused on money right now, extremely concerned with what people think. I don't know how you're going to take it if this person were to walk out on you, or if this person was irresponsible with your money, irresponsible with your children, irresponsible with your time. I think that might affect you on a very serious, heavy kind of level. I think there's a lot of support that has gone out for this Emperor. I think you have given above and beyond your means and your measure to help this person, hoping they would wake up, but they haven't. It also represents time. So I think you have spent a very long, substantial amount of time, double the time you've ever spent on anybody, on this person. You've given more to this person than you ever have. You've double done it, okay? You've given them twice the leeway and possibly two chances. Let's see the past. There's a baby. There's a union and there's a child. An earth baby. We have a Page of Pentacles and a Two of Cups. You guys were in a union, in a relationship, and there was a baby made. And if it's not an actual literal little baby child, it represented a second chance and a new beginning. It represents that in this relationship that you had with this person, you guys brought forth a new life together. What does that mean, Steph? You rented a house together, or an apartment, or you bought a house together. Maybe you bought a car together, something physical, okay? Maybe you went on vacation together. Maybe you got on each other's car insurance, shared the same phone bill, okay? Maybe you bought gifts for each other. Page of Pentacles, Two of Cups. There was an exchange. Maybe it represents a ring, an engagement or a marriage ring. There was something purchased that was given to you in the past, or you gave to somebody else. Definitely marriage is a strong influence here, okay, because we pulled up the divorce card earlier. So yes, for Gemini, this could be your past relationship. It could be your present, could be your future, what you're going to have to, I don't know. I don't know how this works for you. But there is a union, okay, with an earth sign, all right? And it resulted in the birth of a new life. And you guys both put your name on it. The caduceus represents the combination of blood. two people, two different DNA structures to create one. And it does represent that life, that family tree. We've been talking about trees today. Even the lion, Magha Nakshatra, talks about ancestors. So there's a combining of karma and ancestors and blood and roots here. This relationship was a serious relationship, to say the least. And in your past, you took the next step to get married, or you took the next step to get engaged, or you took the next step and got pregnant. Whatever this is, you took the next step. This wasn't, hi, can I get your number? Sure, let me call you. Oh, let me text you. How are you doing? Oh, I love you. Oh, you're so cute. You want to go have coffee later? You want to go meet up and go to the mall? You want me to meet you, or you meet me? None of that shit. This isn't none of that shit. Okay? We're not talking about let's hang out, Netflix, and chill. We're not talking about I'll smash you, you smash me. We're not talking about that stupid shit. This is not that stupid shit. If you guys think smashing each other and exchanging numbers and, you know, fucking at your house every other day is a relationship, you're wrong. Not in the tarot. And I'm sorry to be freaking rude, but people confuse shit. They think, well, I had a relationship, we were dating for 6 weeks. Then that wouldn't show up in the tarot like this. You wouldn't get no divorce card. You wouldn't get no 8 of Cups. You wouldn't get no 3 of Swords. You wouldn't get no Death. You wouldn't get no Emperor. You wouldn't get no Queen of Pentacles. You sure as shit wouldn't get no 2 of Cups. More like a Page of Cup for dating. You get a Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. That's it. That's what you get. You're dating, you get a Knight of Cups or a Page of Cups as far as love. All right? You don't get 2 of Cups. You don't get the Lover's card. Okay? You don't get commitment cards like the Emperor or the Queens or the Kings, which represent marriage, union, partnership. You don't get none of that shit. So don't come at me with this dating bullshit, please. That's not what this reading is. So anyways, we did get the earlier, we were too young. So, you know, you guys could have been younger when you guys got married. There are some Geminis that married someone when they got young. I'm talking, you know, 19, 20, okay? Maybe under 25. But y'all got married very young. And that relationship ended because someone never matured. We have a Peter Pan syndrome here. Somebody didn't want to grow up. And there was some infidelity and some cheating, which led to divorce. And it could also be that you wanted to reconnect with this person years later, okay? Years and years later. Remember, double time, okay? So we're talking 40 years later, 20 years later, something like that. You wanted to reconnect with this person that you were in some kind of a union with in the past. There's some kind of, you know, problem with this. There's a problem with this person still. That's definitely a message. Also, Gemini, it just represents that maybe you had children and got married too quickly. You didn't have enough experience about love. And to be quite honest, Gemini, you've had 2 major life partners. What I mean by 2 major life partners, I mean you've had 2 marriages, or you've had 2 different people that you've born children with. Okay? Because that's a major life partner. So someone here's got 2 babies' moms, 2 babies' dads, something like that. Or somebody here has 2 marriages under their belt. And why this all happened in the past was immaturity. But it was soulmate love. It was true love. These things were supposed to happen with the 2 of Cups. But there was a very nice exchange of emotions and love and romance that led to something very physical in this world, which brought you to karma, because you and this person created karma together, possibly by marriage or by children. Okay? So that's how that works.
An eggnog that you got me?
Yeah.
That was not eggnog.
I know. It was more healthy than eggnog. It was good for you.
Oh, it tastes spicy and cinnamon.
It's chai tea with turmeric. It's good.
Okay, but I want more.
You want more?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make more soon.
Can you have it?
Yes, I have it. Now, close the door next time you go potty, please.
Okay.
I love you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we're going to move on to what you're dealing with presently in the present moment. Oh, don't tell me I'm not reading these cards. Look, I don't care who wants to sit here and say, this ain't my reading. Then it's not your reading. Look at this, markers. Look at this, guys. I got marriage card in reverse. Not only did you get the divorce card and 2 8 of cups, you went and done got marriage in reverse. That doesn't just happen. It's not a coincidence. It means this is the energy of the Gemini reading. Honey, it's plain and simple. Getting more plain and simple. We have death and the 3 of swords. I told you. You're dealing with 2 people. There's 2 major life partners. 2 people that you have been deeply connected to by marriage or children. Okay? There is karma between you and 2 people. It is what it is. Now, what Gemini is dealing with is divorce and separation, which is definitely breaking your heart. It is raining, it is snowing, it is storming. It is over. And you got death earlier, bottom of the deck. Do you guys remember? Okay? You got death already. You got it again. I'm sorry, but this is ridiculous. It's over. If you were dealing with a Virgo, most likely, an Aries or a Sag or a Scorpio in some way, this is it. This is over. We have Gemini a couple times. We got the Magician. We got Gemini here in the 3 swords. So we got Gemini twice. I think the person who's brokenhearted here is Gemini. Gemini, why do you feel so bad? I'm going to get to why you feel so bad in this whole thing. But I feel bad for you, can I just say? And it may be reversible for some of you cross watchers. But why I feel bad for Gemini is because this is an extremely painful situation. You love possibly someone still, and it's over. It's ending. You have feelings for someone. You tried to offer a long-term relationship, but it was too immature. It wasn't created for the long haul. Even if there was a child involved, the relationship didn't have the foundation to last, okay? Because someone here is childish and immature, unwilling to see things from your perspective, or vice versa for the cross watchers. But somebody was unwilling to see this for what the truth of the matter really was. And someone's in denial, and you can't. I feel it's Gemini. But like I said, for cross watchers, please reverse. But because the simple fact somebody just can't wake up and do the right thing via Jupiter, you gonna have to walk away. This is like, look, I love you. Bet you're, I love you. I do. But I can't keep carrying everything on my own. 10 of Wands earlier, correct? Yes. I can't keep doing that. It's too hard on me. I need you to put yourself in my shoes. What would you do? So there's somebody here that either Gemini, you're asking them, or they're asking you, what would you do? If you found out I cheated or you cheated, you know, what would you do? Would you stay in it? Would you forgive? Would you move on? And maybe somebody's like, yeah, I would stay. Or maybe somebody's telling the truth. Honestly, the trust is gone. I would leave. I would have to tower that fucking shit. Because the level of cheating here, I think, is very intense. My heart and chest hurts. I can't breathe. I feel some anxiety. I'm going to tell you something. Somebody had an affair with somebody's friend, or somebody was friends with someone and it led to an affair. You get what I'm saying here? So this is a little bit more than just your average, I went out on the club and, you know, met somebody, had a one-night stand, paid him for sex or whatever. This is like, you know, excuse my saying, I fucked your best friend. Or I fucked your mom, or I fucked your sister, or your dad, or your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is bad. This is Oprah, freaking Mari, freaking Ricky Lake. Holy shit, hope floats. I'm embarrassed. This is bad. How could you fuck somebody that I know? You know what I'm saying? That's where it's like you crossed the line. You crossed the fucking line with me. You know, it could also be someone saying, oh, you know what? This is my friend. This is my friend. I never did anything with my friend. And then somebody gets busted. Busted. It's not your friend. You're a lying sack and it's not your friend. You know, it could be something small. Could be something small. My kid's father, back in the day, before we even had our children, I busted him one time in his phone. This was before we even had internet in the phone, guys. This was like Nokia freaking cell phone, okay? This is where you had to hit the numbers to get the letters for text, okay? And so anyways, he programmed a girl's phone number in his phone, and under the name, it said mom. Funny though, I spoke to his mom all the time, and she lived in a different state. She didn't have our area code. So when I went through his friends list, busted. Yeah, your mom doesn't live in the state, buddy. You know what I'm saying? I love those days because fuck, Apple fucked it all up. Now women can't catch, people, not just women, can't catch your partner up because now they have freaking PIN numbers to lock your fucking phone, which was a bold-ass face move for cheaters. Back in the day, there was no freaking PIN code. You better not leave your phone out or I'm going to check your shit. Back in those days, you hide your phone and turn it off so it doesn't ring. That's what you did back in those days. But that was some shit. Another thing that I busted my person on back in the day, and I'll move on from my personal story real quick, but I'm giving you examples because it may not be what I said it was. It could be something else. He had me talking to what I thought was his sister. His sister Lynette in PA. I thought I was talking to his sister, okay? Literally blood relative sister. So on Christmas and shit, I would say, hi, Lynette. How's it going, girl? How you doing? Okay? I would spend 30 minutes talking to his sister about him and what he was going to get me for Christmas and what I should get him for Christmas and his mom and all that shit. Okay? The reason I didn't know it wasn't his sister was because he had a half-sister from his dad in another marriage. And I didn't know that family. I only knew his mother and his sister he grew up with. I met them. But I didn't meet the half-siblings, you know. He had a couple half-siblings. So I thought, okay, well, this must be his half-sibling, or he wouldn't be giving her my number and she wouldn't be calling my house and, you know, we wouldn't be talking. Look, long story short, that motherfucker had me talking to his ex, Denise. Not just any ex, an ex he had a tattoo of. His first love, all right? The one he broke up with to move here, and they were already split when I met him, but this was someone he kept in touch with, okay? And so I thought it was his sister, but they were just friends. They were just friends. Friends with tats of each other, that's all. Just friends. Yeah, we were together, but now we're friends. Inappropriate and bullshit. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. So if this is your situation, Gemini, it could be something like that. Right? It could be something like that. All right? Could be someone that is actually a friend, but it's inappropriate. And someone is going to be brokenhearted because they're like, look, I'm not going to tolerate this. When I busted my person with that information, you bet your butt we broke up. We broke up. I said, I'm not having it. I'm not having a liar, and I'm not having you. And if you want her, go ahead and go back to her. Obviously, we got back together. Does this mean you're going to be split up forever? No. But it could mean that you busted them on some shiznit and you're having a breakup right now over the holidays. It could be that. Okay? It could be the end of a situation because it's the end of lies. It's the end of trickery. It's the end of deceit. It's the end of a scam. It's the end of an affair. You know what I'm saying? It could be the end of an affair, not the end of an entire relationship. This is just a part of the story, a piece of the puzzle. So I don't know how this is, going to completely pan out 10 years from now, but I know that right now, what's going on with Gemini or a cross watcher for Gemini, there is a breaking up of a relationship due to lies, deceit, deception, on a lack of maturity. What's going to be happening here in your near future? It's not going anywhere. Someone here, and this could be you, I am not budging. I found out what I found out. I got my information. You want to play games. Remember the magician. You want to play games. You want to be a player, guy, girl, doesn't matter. You want to do all of that? Well, I'm not changing my mind, Emperor. I am sticking to it. I refuse to listen to your bullshit, Hanged Man in reverse. I refuse to see it your way. I refuse to hear you out. I refuse to understand why you got caught up in the first fucking place. Why? Because fuck that shit. I don't want to fucking find out. You fucked up. End of story. Done. Period. Right? Wrap it up. It's over. You can move out. You can move back to your mom's. You can go back to your friends. You can go with this person if you want. Don't come back here. Don't come back here. Get on your steed and move the fuck out. Get in your car, move the fuck out. You are putting on a hard face, but I think you're obviously very sad. Okay? And you're like, fuck that. I'm sorry that I used bad words. But seriously, and it's just like, forget it. I am broken. I am brokenhearted that this has to happen. But it has to happen. And I'm not changing my mind. There's 2 people in your life. I'm not changing my mind. Whatever this situation is. So in the future, what's going to be happening is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the King of Swords. As you guys know, doing tarot, the King of Swords can be a lot like a tower. A lot of times, a lot of modern readers view the King of Swords as a tower in the normal playing deck of cards. So if I was to get a King of Swords in the normal playing deck, I could easily read that as a tower. All right? Whoops. But anyways, it's a breakup. The King of Swords makes a hard, tough decision. And Gemini, this is you. And you ain't playing no more fucking games. Don't fuck with me. So this is you. This is Gemini. And can it be reversible for a cross watcher? Yes, it can. But this is you. And you're like, fuck you. Don't touch me. Don't come near me. Don't say a word. I've got my sword up. I'm ready to fight. I'll make the hard decision. Okay? I'm not changing my mind. You're not going to beg your way out of this one. I'm not moving forward with you. I don't care. Our history. I don't care. Baby, marriage, family, best friends. I don't care about any of that shit. I'm cutting you the fuck off. And this is something Gemini people do very well. So if you are a Gemini and you're watching me, whether this reading resonates for you or not, maybe it could resonate for a past relationship that already happened for you, for some of you. But as you know, as a Gemini, when you do want to cut someone the fuck off, it's very easy. Okay? You go all out. You get your sword drawn. You rip up contracts. You tear down pictures off the wall. You burn that shit. You freaking torch clothes in a car. You freaking call their mom, you call their friends, you publicize that shit. You go to the apartment manager, say, take this motherfucker off the lease. I want to change the locks. You know, you go all out. Because Geminis do have that temper. They ain't fucking around. They ain't fucking around. Geminis look at the sign of Sagittarius 7 houses away from them, which is a sign of freedom. Breaking the coop, jumping over the fences. They say Sagittarians don't like to commit. They call Sagittarians the bachelor sign or the bachelorette. They take forever to marry. They take forever to commit. Or if they do commit, they don't always stick around. They don't, because they don't tolerate anything. And Gemini, you're 1/7, you have the same energy. You don't stick around when shit gets tough. You cut them the fuck off, or you cut them the fuck up. Okay? And I'll tell you, even the CIA says some of the hardest, most difficult signs to deal with in terms of violence or revenge or psychotic behavior can come from a Gemini, as well as a Cancer. And funny enough, they blend. They're like right by each other. Cancer and Gemini are like right here, blending, you know. Just because they're separate signs doesn't mean they don't have anything alike each other. They bleed into each other, you know. So believe me, Gemini and Cancers are two of the worst people to ever fuck with. And a lot of people wouldn't say that. They would say, oh, but Steph, what about an Aries? Oh, but Steph, what about a Capricorn? Oh, but Steph, what about an Aquarius and all that shit? Yeah, they're decent. They're decent. But let me tell you, intelligence comes from Gemini. Mercury rules their sign. The only other sign that would be as devious and vengeful besides Cancerian and Gemini, and if I could consult the CIA, I would say this. It is a Virgo, ironically, and I don't know, but the top 3 most deadly signs, the most vengeful, don't fuck with me signs in the zodiac is definitely going to be Gemini, Cancer, and Virgo. A lot of it has to do with Mercury because of Gemini and Virgo. Mercury represents intelligence. It represents ideas and strategy, plans and plots. It represents sales skills. It represents how people can write a book, how you speak and communicate, how you make friends, how you convince people. You know, these are very important traits. You know, the other people that are vengeful but maybe not as devious, you know, is definitely a Scorpio or a Pisces. And it's the water. And that's what makes Cancer so don't fuck with me too. Cancers are overly emotional. They're the cardinal. They're the fastest water sign out of all of them. They're the fastest. They move into emotions quickly. So they have some Gemini traits as far as fluidity, going in and out of emotions quickly, okay? And flip-flopping, okay? Just being extremely emotional. Kind of unstable emotional, almost, is a Cancerian energy. They can become hypersensitive. Hyper as in extreme. Where Scorpio can be extremely emotional, but not hypersensitive like a Cancer. Pisces can be extremely emotional, but not hyper emotional like a Cancer. Not on the verge of cray-cray. Okay, on the verge of cray-cray, you got to be the other signs I mentioned. So the people that can be cray-cray are definitely Virgo, Gemini, Cancer. It is what it is. Let's move on. Let's move on. You know, yeah, someone said hell hath no fury. That's Cancer. Hell hath no fury like a Cancer scorned. They take it personal. They take it to the heart. They take it to their family. It affects them deeply. So they're very pissed because when a Cancer wants revenge, it ain't just about them. They're taking revenge for their bloodline, for their children, for their family, like their ancestors. They're like, I'm coming at you. But Gemini, when you're taking revenge or when you're making decisions, it's not so much that you're dragging in the past. It's not so much that you're dragging in family like a Cancer. You're just done. You quickly came to a calculation and you turned off your emotions like that and you said, fuck it. You know, this is like someone that doesn't have anything left to lose. And that's kind of how you feel, Gemini. Everything's so shitty. Fuck it. I don't care. What else do I have to lose? I don't care.
You don't have to leave. That's fine.
I'm working.
Mom,
What?
I just wanted to ask that the movie's over and I just want for yours because...
Okay, go get your sister.
Okay.
Bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands in reverse. And this basically means you're not interested in talking about it. And I think what this is saying, there's nothing left to say. Don't talk to me. You hurt me, you fucked up. There's nothing left to say. Your bag's on the front door. Pick it up at 6. I won't be home. And if you try to get into the house, I've got a security system. The police will show up in 10 minutes and I'm not fucking around. And if you pursue me any further, I'm going to get a restraining order on you. That's the King of Swords. Don't fuck with me. I will go to whatever length. I will get whatever contracts and paperwork I need to get. Stay away. Don't come back. And the Wheel of Fortune is don't come back. I know. Everyone's like, damn, this is a harsh reading. But again, Gemini, you're hurting. But nobody else would know you're hurting because you're so hard. Okay? So Gemini is so hard. Like you're like a fighter in court. You're a fighter in public. You can look at someone's face with not a tear in your eye. Not an emotion. And they're like, damn, Gemini is so harsh. There's not even a tear. You won't even shed a tear for me. Look, Gemini is going to shed tears, but not in front of you. Because to a Gemini, that shows weakness. Shedding tears, being emotional, fuck that. Gemini's like, I'll do that on my own time. I'll cry in my bed tonight. I'll cry in my room alone when everyone leaves the house. But I'm not going to cry in front of you. Fuck that. I'm not going to give you that satisfaction that I care. So you're damn right. You're going to hide that. Okay. Now, what do you hope is going to come from this? Like, what is the outcome you want? What are your goals? And what is a possible different outcome? That's over here. I'm going to save that for last. But let's go ahead and go into some more information down here, okay? You're already coming in as karmic in reverse. You're like, this motherfucker is a karmic because a karmic would only do this. I was obviously fooled. Or it could be, I think I was with a false twin flame, which is bullshit because that's a whole nother video. Y'all know how I feel about the stupid phrase false twin. I want to puke. Stop. Don't come on my channel with that. Number 3, you thought you had a twin and you never did. But that's another video. That's another story. With the karmic in reverse, I feel like you think it's a karmic situation, but it's not. I feel you want it to be a karmic situation because that would make logical sense for you. But the actual relationship is deep and divine, and there's lessons here to be learned. Let me deal with Matthew. I'll be right back, guys. I have to change the channel or something. The movie's over. So anyways. Okay. So your relationship, you think it's karmic, but it's not. I know you all are going to jump down my back right now and be like, Steph, what the fuck? After all this drama, how could you not think it's karmic? I'm the reader. Thank you. If I feel something, there's a reason. Okay? I do not feel like this is a karmic relationship. I do feel like it's a soulmate relationship or a twin relationship because of this card. Okay, so I do feel like this was meant to happen. Why you're experiencing all this bullshit, I don't know. Maybe you need to stop overgiving and being a kiss ass when it comes to your money and your time. Maybe you need some healthy boundaries. Maybe you need a reality check. Maybe you need to pay more attention to the people you go to bed with. Maybe you need to pay more attention to your spouse. Maybe you need to, handle your marriages better. Are you slacking in some department? Are you not affectionate enough? Are you not romantic enough? Are you not giving in any way? Emperor, Hangman in reverse. Are you unwilling to see other people's perspectives? I don't know. But there's a reason. And you are a hard ass and you are ending stuff. Maybe you break up too much. Maybe the universe tied you to this person so you could learn your lessons and you still stuck. And you still have to deal with them again. Maybe you have a kid and you're still stuck. You're always going to have to deal with this person, whether you want to or you don't. You're going to have to deal with it. Whatever the situation is, there's a reason you got tied. And I'm going to tell you, there is a tie. There's a ribbon. Whether it's a gold string, ribbon, union, tie, blood, karma, you tied to this person. You are absolutely soul tied to this person. And even though this is definitely leading to an ending, I think it's an ending that's going to have a new beginning again. And I know y'all don't want to hear that. Steph, who wants to fuck with this asshole? I know. Hey, I just read the cards. This is your mess. Okay? This is your mess. I'm just reading your story. If you don't like the story, then don't listen. But this is your story. If it is, great. If not, then it's not your story. But this is a fucked up story, and it's drama, and it's cray-cray, and I'm sorry, but I'm sorry I have to read it. I'm sorry I have to read a piece of shit story like this, but it's the truth. Anyways, we're going to move on. You're soul tied to this person, so let's move on. These cards right here are going to represent your person. Woo! The truth is, come out of denial. We have 3 of Cups, 7 of Swords, Ace of Swords. Again, this is you busted this person with your friend or their friends. Could be a family member. You busted them cheating with a friendship. There was more to the story than meets the eye. Okay, this person definitely cheated. And they celebrated and they got intimate with someone that they were friends with or that you were friends with or that was family, okay? And they got caught. Ace of Swords. You know the truth. And that really sums up the situation that happened here with your person. Oh, God. Don't tell me I don't know how to read cards. Please don't come on my channel and tell me, Steph, you don't know how to read cards. You're wrong. This doesn't resonate. This doesn't make sense. What you're saying is ridiculous. Blah, 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 blah. Don't. Look what I got. Didn't I just get through telling you guys you were tied to this person? And literally I have twin flames and their motherfucking ass is tied with a freaking ribbon. A red one at that, but this ribbon's made out of fire. But I'm going to tell you, you guys are twin flames. Now the story becomes a little bit more clear. Your twin is revealing your shadow side. Gemini, there's a lot of people you can magician your way out of. There's a lot of people you can convince. Okay? You might even be very good at convincing yourself, my beautiful magician. But I am someone you can't convince. I'm that tarot reading asshole that knows your shadow side. I am that asshole. And I'm going to tell you right now, you have the tendency to be a player. You're a flirt, which is obvious for the sign of Gemini. You are a flirt. You do lead people on. You like attracting your friends' spouses. You may not take it really far, but don't tell me you're not one of those people that goes to a party around your friends and you want to look your best so your friend's spouse can do a double take at you. You want that recognition. Gemini, you're meant to communicate, be in the limelight, be a star, be a friend, be the center of attention, be the social butterfly, be beautiful, be young, be playful, okay? Be beautiful, be sexual, be intimate. Are you a little bit over the top? Yes, Rahu co-rules your sign, Mercury and Rahu, so it is what it is. I do know a lot of Geminis don't have affairs. They don't take it further. They flirt, they want to be attractive to other people, they make their partners jealous because they like to get attention. You know, this is a young girl or a woman that would go out with her boyfriend or girlfriend or spouse, you know, go out to a public place and put on rouge lipstick or whatever the fuck they call it, dark lipstick. Okay, put on, you know, that perfume, put a little cleavage out there. They want to make sure their lips are very plump. That's a Gemini thing. They want plump lips. That's a definite Gemini thing. They want to make sure their butt is perky. They've got the nice round apple bottom. They don't settle for no peach shit. They want the perfect butt. It either needs to be the shape of a heart or, you know, it has to look a certain way because Gemini is an air sign and they're symmetric. They want it 50, they want it even, okay? They're very particular about their eyes. That's another Gemini thing. You want to make sure your eyes pop. These are people that wear a lot of eyeliner, a lot of mascara, maybe some fake eyelashes, shadow. They usually arch their eyebrows. They want to have dramatic eyes, almost like a butterfly. When you think of Gemini, I do think of the butterfly, obviously, for obvious reasons. But the two eyes on the butterfly's wings, they want that symmetric. They want that to be beautiful and pop. One of Gemini's favorite colors at one point in their life is blue or aqua. They do tend to go for green also. But Geminis love colors that are vibrant and pop. They just love to have colored contacts possibly or just colored eyeshadows. They play around with color. A lot of Geminis like to have a good skin tone, either olive or tan. Or just a very smooth complexion. Skin is very important for Geminis. Now, why are all these things important to Gemini? Well, one, they want to look young forever. They want to be Cher, okay? They want to look young forever. Also, they want to be attractive, okay? They want to be attractive. Now, someone said I keep it simple. Well, yeah, I'm sure on a day-to-day basis you're not wearing freaking red lipstick and eyeshadow to go to the computer at your desk or to watch TV. I don't think Geminis are going to do that shit at home. But when you go out and it's New Year's Eve or it's a nutcracker play or you're going out on a birthday, I was getting a call. So anyways, if you're going out on a birthday party or something like that, you definitely want to look your best. No one's going to be plain Jane Gemini energy and go to a New Year's party not looking their best. That's not a Gemini. That's not a fucking air sign. So if somebody thinks they're an air sign and they don't fucking get dressed up for New Year's or Christmas, what the fuck? I would love to see your chart. I would love to see your fucking chart. Okay? Because that's insane. You would probably have some very strong Taurus or Capricorn because they're pretty simple. Maybe I would even maybe assume you might have some Virgo in you. Okay? Somewhere. Venus or something like that. Because, yeah, love and romance and looks wouldn't be at the top of your list. If you had some strong other influence on your chart, or maybe your Gemini was debilitated and you had Ketu in Gemini. Okay? So if you have a Ketu in Gemini or some shit, ooh, that's not good. Yeah, then looks are not, they're not very important for you. They're just not, you know, so it really just kind of depends on how you see beauty. Venus is going to be how you see beauty. Someone mentioned they had a Libra Venus. I personally think that's bullshit. If it's the same person that thought they don't really care how they look and they have a Libra fucking rising or Venus, bullshit. I think that's tropical. I'm going to call it like I see it. I think it's tropical. I think it's tropical zodiac sign. And I think what that means is your ass is a Venus Virgo, which, by the way, is debilitated, like I said. And I think that that is going to influence how you see beauty. Okay? Because Libra, out of all the air signs, is the top pinnacle of beauty. Libra literally represents Venus, the Venetian goddess, the female epitome of beauty and sex and love. She represents Valentine's Day. She represents romance. She represents beautiful cars, symmetric people. Think of Kim Kardashian. She's Libra energy. Okay? So believe me, somebody with a strong Gemini and Libra would definitely care about what they looked like. Believe it. Now, if you're a Gemini in tropical and you don't care about what you look like, then look at your Vedic. Because you're not really a Gemini, you would be a Taurus. Taurus people should care what they look like, but they tend to be, I would say, moderate. They tend to be, they don't want to overdo it. They'd rather their partner be really good looking and them not show them up. They don't seek attention. They hide behind somebody else. So Taurus people can be gorgeous, but they hide behind a beautiful partner. Taurus people like to have a more beautiful partner than themselves because they look for beauty. So anyways, you're going to want to check your Vedic and all of that shit. But I'm going to tell you, you know, Geminis care. And I'm not saying makeup makes someone beautiful, but a pretty face with waxed eyebrows, long lashes, luscious, moisturized lips, and white teeth, and maybe some rosy cheeks, definitely is beautiful naturally. And you bet your fucking ass a Gemini is going to care about that. Gemini's not going to be like, oh, I don't care if I have chapped lips, yellow teeth, and freaking a unibrow. Gemini ain't having none of that. None of that. Even if it's a guy. Gemini is, men are pretty. If you ever met a Gemini man, I'm going to tell you, woo! You met a Gemini man, you met a good one. Because they have good teeth. They have manicured facial hair. Okay, it's lined up really nicely. They have, you know, beautiful eyes. They take care of that unibrow. They trim it up where the other hair doesn't, you know, see the sun. They trim it up down there. And they make sure they have a sexy butt as well. They definitely have a nice physique. They try to. They want to be very attractive, which is a Gemini trait. So anyways, let's move on. I'm sorry about that. I don't know where I was going with that. I think I got distracted on a comment. I am so sorry. I get freaking distracted on comments. So anyways, let's move on. Gemini, here we are. Twin flame. This person reflects your shadow side. Your shadow side is that you're flirt. Your shadow side is that if you were not judged, if you didn't have the light on you, you might do some of these things in secret. Your shadow side is fantasies. You may never have an affair physically in real life, but maybe when you watch romantic movies and someone has an affair, it turns you on, okay? You get turned on, you get hard, you get wet, whatever it is, for the fuck, whoever sex, whatever you are, okay? Hard or wet, you get turned on, okay? By thinking about an intimate affair, okay? And it's because you want to be desired. Now, these are going to be some secrets that a lot of people are never going to go telling the world, hey, I fantasize about affairs. These are your deepest, darkest shadow side, which is the subconscious. It's under the water of the moon card. It is what is withheld. It is not common day knowledge. It is secrets, and it is dreams, and it is fantasy. It's deep, dark feelings, deep, dark thoughts, desires that you don't tell anybody about. We all have them. Don't play a pretty prissy and say, I don't have any sexual desires, Steph. I don't fantasize about anything dark, Steph. Nothing's wrong with me, Steph. I'm 100% angel. I am all white light. I am totally good, clean. I should be a nun. I've never done anything bad. I've never smoked. I've never drank. I've never had an affair. I've never thought about, having sex at a younger age. I've never, done anything bad. I am an angel, Steph. I am a pure-blooded angel. I might as well be the Mother Mary because I've never had sex before marriage. And while in a marriage, I would never fantasize about anybody else but my husband or my wife. I don't have any fantasies, Steph. I am as straight-laced as they come. If that was the case in this reading, I would say you're completely full of shit. Completely full of shit. And I think you need help. Okay? Because I don't know why a nun would be watching me. But for the real person here, you have a flirtatious, vivacious, attractive side. And this twin flame that you're dealing with reveals to you the things you think but never do. The things you've desired but you've never acted on. They're showing you the consequences and the results of your deviousness, okay? Your shadow side. And as we all know, Gemini is double-sided, so yeah, we know this. So your twin is definitely showing you a side of yourself that is dark, that is something you wouldn't tolerate, but it's a soul awakening because you have to see in real life what that looks like. Because when you pass away from this life, you're going to have learned a lesson about those desires. You're going to have to know if they're good and bad, which you probably already know, but experiencing them teaches your soul you don't ever want to go there. So it kind of balances you out. So being with this twin balances you out. Okay, for some reason, that's what you have to learn. But the person that you're with is also your best friend. And it's definitely someone that you love. It's someone that you trusted. It's someone that gets along with your family and your friends, or cross-watch or reverse the whole message. And the truth of the matter is, this is karmic in reverse because you think it's a karmic, but it's an intimate divine partner. And there are lessons you have to learn. And they love you. And they may have hurt you with their lies and deception, but they still want to reconnect with you. Your person still wants to have a reconciliation with you. Your person wants to come back to you, during the holidays or a birthday or something like that, your lover wants you back, okay? So that represents your lover. Even though there's been some pain and separation, they are hoping you can give them a second chance. They are hoping that you can forgive them, and they still want this with you, okay? They still do. So let's see your fears and your challenges. Oh, God dang, this is an on-point reading. We have the Two of Cups again. I mean, come on, Gemini. And not only did I confirm this was a soulmate and a twin flame, but you went and got that shit in your challenge. You got Two of Cups twice. Twin flames, Two of Cups, 2-2, 2-2. This is crazy. It's crazy. It can't get more crazy. But the challenge is Two of Cups and the Fool card. Having a fresh new start. Your fear and your challenge is to get past this. Resentment and rage. You're going to have to get past these things. If they're freaky and unfaithful, you've had those thoughts. They're just showing you physically. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm not making any fucking sense. If I'm not making any sense, please let me know and I'll think of a different way to explain this. But yeah, they're showing you what's inside of your head, but they're doing it. You ever heard that saying, what you think about, you bring about, what you feel will become real? They're a pure manifestation about some of your deep, dark feelings, thoughts, and desires. And this may very well be why we have the Hanged Man in reverse with the Emperor in the heart of the matter. It's stubbornness. It's refusing to see things from a different person's perspective. It's refusing to see this from a higher perspective. It's refusing to go within yourself and conquer those things. I'm going to give an example. Just an example, and I'll move on. I'm going to kind of tell it like a story. There was once a girl who was madly in love with a guy. He was everything she ever wanted. They got together. They talked about marriage. They had a baby. You know, they had a family. They had a life. And then they had a breakup. They broke up because maybe for whatever reasons. Let's just say it, okay? Whatever reasons, they had a breakup. She kept in touch with that person, even through all the pain. She gets back with that person and he cheats on her. She finds out he cheats on her not just with one person, but maybe a best friend or a sister or a mother or their best friend, you know, shocked. It was a complete tower. It was a complete surprise that this person who she had such a strong connection with could do that to her. Of all people, how could this person do that to her? They had such a tight connection. Then she finds out, not listening to anybody, not listening to anyone's advice. Everyone was telling her about this, but she didn't want to believe it. Everyone was trying to tell her there's a third party, there's cheating. She didn't want to hear it. These are all those spiders trying to give her that information. She didn't want to hear shit, okay? And it went on for a long time till one day she finds out, yeah, he was cheating. And it was a shock. She couldn't believe it. Instead of growing and mourning and going in herself and healing, loving herself from that breakup, she jumps into another relationship. Not just with one person, but she dates 1, 2, 3 people. She's dating all of them. She has sex with all of them. She thinks by sleeping with these people, maybe she's going to find herself. Maybe by sleeping with this person, this relationship will work. Maybe if she gives her body to this other person, he'll want her more. She does this to possibly make the other man jealous and want her back. Or by chance, sleep with someone that's better than that person so she can throw it in that person's face. Notice how I'm talking about vengefulness here. Vengeful. She cuts this person off. No phone calls, no visiting, blocks them, no more communication, tosses out the pictures, acts like she doesn't care when all the while she cares. She cares a lot. But because she found out what she did, it's over. Now she's just on a revenge thing. Well, the moral of that is, what is she doing right? Nothing. What is she doing wrong? Everything. She's not seeking out self-love. She's seeking out another partner. She's not just sleeping with one person. She's sleeping with multiple people, trying to find the best one. The point is, she is still in the same energy as her twin. Player, player, fun, fun, flirt, flirt, fuck, fuck, you know, and even though she's condemning the partner for acting on her thoughts and desires, she's doing a lot of it herself. Or him, because you can always reverse it. But this is definitely someone that is condemning someone for their own thoughts and desires they haven't themselves acted on. But their twin is showing them what that looks like. And so there you have it. And that's kind of the energy here. I'm not saying that my listeners are sluts and they're out there doing bad things, but I'm saying that it could be this Gemini, whether it's your partner or you, is being very judgmental about a situation that's so harsh when they themselves have something else going on inside them, dark, that they're unwilling to see. Okay? So if someone's unwilling, this is unwilling. If someone is, this is willing. This is unwilling. If someone's unwilling to see this, then the lesson hasn't been learned. And the reflection of your twin, the mirroring, is going to continue to happen until you deal with the inner demons, until you deal with the inner shadow side. And that's what we're coming up to. The future outcome is 8 of Cups. Not just because you're walking away and ending it from a toxic partner, but because you're walking away for self-love. You have to go love yourself more than you love relationships. The challenge is a fresh new start on how to handle relationships, how to be in a relationship. That's a challenge and a fear. Why? Because you have to learn how to love yourself to be in a healthy relationship. You have to learn how to be healthy to be in a healthy relationship. 9 of Swords. That is facing those inner demons. Reading the writing on the wall. Okay, so one more example before I move on, because I think it can be a little different. It can be tainted. This is like, just example. There's no one in mind. Somebody accusing a parent of being a deadbeat loser. But they themselves ignore their kids, spend all their time on their phone or out with friends. When they're around their kids, they feed them junk and they don't manage them. So they may be living with their children and providing for them, but they're not a presence. It's not the same thing as an absent parent physically, but it's the same thing because it's an absent parent emotionally. So do you see my example? There's a difference between emotional and physical. And there is a mirroring going on for this Gemini, which is emotional and physical. And this is, you know, the pot calling the kettle black. They're both black. Maybe different aspects, but they're both black. You know what? I don't know. I hope that came across right. But with this Nine of Swords, it's reading the writing on the wall, dealing with stress, heartbreak, pain, panic, jealousy, loss, hurt, anger, sadness, misery, hate and doubt, pressure, rejection, sorrow, and anxiety. Those are the writings on the wall. And so the outcome in the near future is you're going to have to read the writing on the wall and fix it. There's going to be a Gemini that has to deal with their own shit. If you're telling them they're an absent parent, you better be a better fucking parent than you've been. If you're telling them they're a whore or a hoe or a cheat, you better make sure you're an angel. You better make sure you're not out there watching porn, flirting with people on social media, having different dating sites, whoring around emotionally, mentally. They may be physical, but someone here could be emotional or mental. This is mental. So don't be a pot calling the kettle black. There may be two different ways to look at this, but it's all the same thing. And I hope my analogies worked. I hope they did make some sense. But all in all, this is a twin. They love you. They're meant to teach you some kind of a lesson. I'm not blaming you here, but I'm saying this is your lesson. There is definitely a desire for a reconciliation to fix the wrongs. But before that can happen, this breakup must happen so you can go heal the inside. This is not going to make you happy to hear. The Sun card in reverse. We knew that when I started this Gemini reading. It's not going to make you happy to hear this message. It's not going to make you happy to accept this message. But it's going to help you change. And what does Spirit see for the possible outcome? We save the best for last. I don't know why I said laughed. Possible outcome is, I feel, an apology for the fighting. But it's a hesitated apology. We have the Page of Cups in reverse and the Five of Swords. Now, the Page of Cups in reverse can be a brat, can be resentful, can be bitchy, can be, I want it now, like really demanding and childish, you know? The Page of Cups can be a real little brat. And then the Five of Swords can represent a battle between friends and family, betrayal, okay? Backstabbing and people giving up on you and you being left alone, like you're left to fight on your own. The possible outcome is that you may never get an apology. You may never get an apology because even though this person wants a reconciliation with you, they're too scared and cowardice to do the right thing and ask for it. They know they should, but they're too scared of you. Personally, I think you scared the shit out of them with the King of Swords and the Emperor. I think you've got them by the balls and you're in control and you told them off. You cut them to the quick. You punched them where it hurts and they're scared shitless to come even approach. Spirit, what do you want to say about that? What do you want to say about that possible outcome? What I'm hearing is change your ways so you can change your outcome. But we'll see. Huh? Strength card. Chariot. Funny. Leo Cancer vibes. Mentioned that earlier. But this is overcoming the self. This is overcoming your demons. This is being loving. That's how you get a hold of the situation. This Empress isn't controlling the lion because she's using her strength on him. She's overcoming the lion because she's gentle and sweet. She's smart. This is complete balance. This is also you and your twin flame. Okay? Notice the infinity symbol. It's the game you play in the universe. Your shadow side, the lion, and your light side, the empress. It's having to find balance between both of them, which is really hard to do. And we did start with the Two of Pentacles. You're going to have to get control of your life. You're going to have to balance out your emotions and your thoughts and your actions. You're going to have to see the truth inside yourself to make peace with this twin. Because what's in them is also in you. That's just a fact. Bottom of the deck, again, has something to do with balance. Okay? These two are having to go the same direction like twins, but in harmony and balance. They may not have the same rhythm, but they're going the same direction. And only then can the rider have control over the chariot. Is if the shadow side, the moon, and the light side, the sun, can be in peace with each other, can move forward together with balance. That's victory. That's success. That's moving forward. Hard pill to swallow, but it's the truth. Show me the hidden truth of the situation here for Gem. I am becoming a better person. Well, there you go. It's in black and white. Don't tell me I'm not reading a real reading. You're going to have to become a better person. You speak to me through music. You might be a music writer. You might be moved by music. Music may help you move things forward. Let's get a romance angel for the possible outcome. Once you get control of your situation, what does this outcome look like for Gemini? The one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay? The outcome is Two of Cups, Twin Flames. There's going to have to be a Gemini out there that, or it's reverse for the cross watcher, could totally be reverse. There's got to be somebody out there that has to accept this is their person and to make the most of it by doing some good self-love, some self-worth, some self-healing. Bottom of the deck, you guys are going to have a heart-to-heart conversation and honestly discuss your feelings with each other. What does this person want to tell you or too afraid to tell you? Let's read that. What are they too afraid to tell you? Because they are afraid. Page of Cups in reverse. They want to give you that message of love, that apology, but they're afraid to fight with you. Five of Swords. Like, I want to come to you, but no, I don't think so. You're just going to cut me in half. You're going to cut me in half. I shouldn't even bother. What does this person want to say, but they're too afraid to say? Show me what this twin flame, Two of Cups, wants to tell Gemini, but they're too scared. Wow. Seeking out support in friends and family. Yep. They're going to need some help. Like, I don't know what to do. How should I approach Gemini? How should I talk to Gemini? I fucked up. Well, what should I say? Like, they're desperate. They're, help! Help! And we have tired and exhausted, overwhelmed, sleepless nights, overgiving, no boundaries. Like, they're just tired. They're exhausted. This is completely overwhelming for them. Under that, I do want to fix this. Okay. What do they want to say to you about the infidelity? What does this Two of Cups twin flame want to say about the wrong they did to you, or vice versa, the wrong you did to them for the cross watchers? We have it again. I'm pretending and playing a role I am pretending and playing a role I hate, and I don't know how to stop. So they were being somebody they're not. Blame game. They were impressing their friends. Gemini, either you or your person, however this fits for the story here, listener. Somebody was obviously trying to impress their friendship group. They were trying to be a badass. They were trying to be cool. They were trying to feel awesome. They were trying to be someone they're not. They were not themselves. The role that's happening for Gemini with you and your twin, because there's a lot of mirroring here, is have the courage to be yourself. And don't worry about what other people think. Own your shadow side and own your light side. Your person needs to come to the light. They need to own their darkness and come out without apology. They should fix it. You have to get a different perspective, Hanged Man. Look at it from their position or from another point of view and look at your shadow side and try to sympathize or understand. I'm not saying you should condone anything, but if there is a true and genuine apology in all of this, and this is a true soulmate twin flame, I think the order of the day is that's your lesson. And you should. You should have the courage to take a leap of faith, jump, have some faith in the universe that they know what they're doing in this connection. There's some kind of conquering for your soul. Let's go ahead and reveal a message for your soul. Why do you have to go through this extremely difficult lesson? Like this is a shitty lesson. Spirit, please use these cards and connect me to a message for the soul of Gemini. Connect me to the message for the soul of Gemini. Oh, I can't escape it. 2 cards. Ace of Air, Queen of Water. The Ace of Air is that Ace of Swords, guys, and that really talks about the truth, honesty, reality check. The Queen of Water talks about ultimate love, unconditional, absolutely overflowing and loving like a mother, tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. A relationship needs to develop to a new level. Trust your intuition and care for yourself and others. A lesson for your soul is emotional issues or relationships with this person are evolving to another level. Even if things aren't perfect, there's a sense of peace and calm within you. You intuitively know what to do next. Your feelings for this person and insights about this person should be trusted. Make sure that you nurture those around you and don't forget to take care of yourself. There is a person of deep but mature emotions, able to sense what others need, and then you lovingly provide it. An intuitive or psychic person who trusts his or her perceptions and uses them to navigate the physical world successfully. Tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and generous and gentle, unconditionally loving and accepting of others. Honey, this person may need mama. Maybe you need mama. But the lesson for your soul is to be mama and to embrace the mama in you, male or female. Moms have a wonderful gift of loving their children no matter what they do. It comes natural when you give birth. Well, it's supposed to. But when you actually have to try to be that person, that's a more difficult lesson. And for someone hard-headed and who always thinks they're right, it's harder for that person to go into that energy, to go into Queen of Cups. Because Gemini is embodying King of Swords, and that's a complete opposite. King of Swords, Queen of Cups couldn't be more opposite. So, yeah, your soul's lesson is to be gentle, to calm down, to be more loving and understanding and empathetic and patient and kind, to be open to having that heart-to-heart conversation, Maybe you reaching out, Page of Cups, and saying, you know, how do you feel after our breakup? Are you happy with what happened? No, let's talk about it. Let's at least make peace and end on good terms. Why did you cheat? Was it just purely sexual, or were you missing an emotional piece to our relationship? Because seeing things from another person's perspective isn't you condoning their behavior. It's broadening your perspective on what went wrong and what you may not want to do in the next relationship or in the future with that person. It helps you understand, I need to get some priorities aligned. Maybe they're going to tell you you were working too much. Maybe they're going to tell you that you're always cold with them and this person was very emotional and they were going through something and you weren't available and they're sorry. They didn't come to you, but they didn't feel like they could come to you because you're generally not very emotional. Whatever it was, whatever the reasons are for this, there's a reason that this person, whoever this is in the story, went off with somebody else. That there's a reason. And it's not just because they were madly, hopelessly in love with somebody else. There were other things, other factors that led them there. Part of it was destiny, part of it was other emotional factors, and part of it was karma. Lessons that had to be learned. So is it completely on the shoulders of one person? No, that would be the blame game. Everything in life is not just one person's fault. I know we'd like to think of it that way, but usually if we take a step back, there's other perspectives. Other perspectives. Okay, there is just always other perspectives. Look what's underneath that, remorse and regret. I cry so much, I hurt so much, I regret so much, and I'm sorry. I know this is completely off subject, but I felt like I had to touch on rape or abuse for some reason. Maybe somebody went through that. Maybe this person went through rape and abuse and has psychological, emotional issues. Maybe you did too. I don't know. But it's coming up. The blame game came up to me on that because I know someone personal that went through some sexual abuse in childhood, and maybe blacked out and doesn't remember everything. But the blame was, it was that guy. It was that guy who did it. It was his fault. It was his fault. He did it. But when you look at the situation more broad, you realize it wasn't just his fault. It was her parents. Her parents were drinking, doing drugs, passing out, and allowing that person to be in the home. So those parents are also to blame. It's not just that person. So there's more to the story. There's more people to blame. And so I just want to say, when you get mad at someone for something they did, there's more to the story. If somebody had an affair with a friend, it's not just your person. It's your friend, or it's your sister, or it's your brother. They're to blame. It's two people. Takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying? The blame game is more than just one way to look at it. There's a lot of different ways to look at it. And for some people, you know, maybe you did have something to do with it. Maybe you allowed them to spend more time together than what was appropriate. Maybe you never spoke up and said anything. Maybe you invited this person to stay the night at your house a couple nights. Maybe you put them together for some kind of a concert. Maybe you let this friend stay in your home because they needed a place. Maybe you didn't put boundaries on your relationship. Maybe you let your person go out all the time, unchecked. Maybe you said, oh, I don't care what you do. You're an adult. Go out, party, go with your friends, ride motorcycles, race cars, go have fun, go be part of a club. You know, I'm okay with that. Go out till all hours of the night. Go out with your friends. Go spend a weekend in Lake Tahoe, whatever the fuck you want to do. Maybe you're realizing that there was some very unhealthy boundaries and you did not state any boundaries in the relationship. Again, I'm not saying it's all your fault. I'm just saying there's always other perspectives. There's more to the story than meets the eye. There's more of a lesson here to learn than to just point fingers at one person, be pissed, and walk away. There's other writing on the wall. There's insecurities. There's guilt. There's lack of boundaries. There's a lot of back emotions. There's secrets. There's desires. There's, you know, all kinds of drama, okay? So I guess I'm done with that reading. I'm just saying there's more to the story than meets the eye. I'm not trying to be rude to anyone. I'm just saying keep an open mind in this connection. Whatever you guys can work through, it's going to make you better people. Don't worry about what other people think. It's not their relationship. They don't have to go to bed with that person. They don't have to fuck that person. They don't have to live with that person. They don't have to do shit with that person. So don't worry about anybody else's perspective. Worry about yours. You're the one that's going to die alone, and you're going to be reborn alone. You came into this world alone. You're going to leave this world alone. You don't need anyone else's advice on what you should do with your time and your life and who you give your body to. That's your business. Okay? It's your business, your consequences. But my advice as a reader is, you know, when you do meet that special person that's connected to your soul in some way, you should want to make peace with that karma because it's about you. It's about something about you. And they're close to you and they're involved with you. Okay? So listen to that. Listen to your instincts. Listen to your gut. I'm going to go ahead and move on. That was a really long, upsetting reading. And I'm sorry about that, Gemini. It is what it is. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's go ahead and do Libra. I feel like maybe I should do a different video for Libra. I don't freaking know. Maybe I should. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I might do a different one for Libra. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do a different one for Libra. This has been 117 minutes and 34 seconds. That's too long. Libra's obviously going to be shorter. But I'm going to go ahead and take a pee break because I need to pee. And I'll be back live with Libra. If you guys want to follow me in on that reading, I pray to God that's a better reading than this one. I'm so sorry. But I will see you back when we do Libra and maybe get refreshed, regrouped, and it's a whole new energy, okay? So I will see you guys there. Bye, guys.